Hi guys, and welcome to another video. In this video I'll be talking about painting my wooden decorations, which is one main part of my business. So my art business at the moment includes three main things that I do. One of these is these hand-painted wooden decorations, which I paint using acrylic paint. I also paint some larger pet portrait versions of these as well, which have been really popular recently. The other parts of my business are my pet portrait commissions and my own original artwork as well, which I get printed onto things like mugs, keyrings, greetings cards, and also some professional art prints as well. I also do hope eventually to have my YouTube channel and even have a Patreon as part of my business as well, but that is something I'm currently working on alongside all of the other things. I decided to upload this video instead of a tutorial because I've been snowed under with commissions and I hadn't really had much time recently to film something specifically for a YouTube video, so I thought I'd just film me while I painted some of my winter range of these wooden decorations so I didn't have to find any extra time to film specifically for YouTube. It's very difficult for me sometimes to balance my time and make sure I have enough time to get everything done, especially as I have another part-time job as well. So often I find myself having to work in the evenings after work as well, just so that I can have a day off at the weekend. So about these wooden hand-painted decorations that I create, I use Liquitex Basics acrylic paint to paint them. I bought a large set of the Liquitex Basics paints, which are amazing value for money, and once I use up one of the little tubes, I replace them with one of the Liquitex Soft Body Professional acrylic paints, which seem to have a lot more liquidy consistency, which is great for the type of things that I paint. Once I've painted them, I usually wait a day for them to fully dry, and then I seal the paint onto the wood using a couple coats of satin varnish. I wait at least 4 to 5 hours between each coat of varnish. The varnish just basically seals the paint onto the wood so that bits of the paint don't flake off. It also means that these decorations are also suitable for hanging outside in the garden. I sell these on my website as well as my Etsy and on Instagram and Facebook. I do have two Instagram accounts. One is for my actual artwork, which is my main art account. And then I've got another account as well, which is basically where I show off all the products that I offer. I'll put a link to both of my accounts and my website and my Etsy stores in the description below, just in case you'd like to check them out. To save me drawing up each animal individually onto each piece of wood, I print out the reference photo that I'm using, and then I use some graphite transfer paper to transfer the outline onto the wood, which is what I'm doing here. The only reason I do this is because it saves me so much time. I could quite easily hand draw each one individually, but it's just so time consuming that I wouldn't be able to get as many done in such a small amount of time. It speeds up the process, especially when I'm painting like 10 of the same thing all at once. It just saves me so much time. I'm not really sure why I started painting these wooden decorations in the first place. I just got hold of some of the wood slices, and then during lockdown I tried out a few designs and they just became really popular. Over the past few months, I feel like my painting skills have really improved too, which is strange to me because I never used to get on with paint when I was at school. I never liked the way any of my paintings turned out. But then I think that's mostly down to the subject that I was painting. I love drawing and painting anything animal related, and when I had used acrylic paint in the past, I'd never tried painting animals until recently. The same goes for drawing though, really. I used to draw all the time when I was younger, but I'd gotten a little bit bored of it, and I think that was because I hadn't found the thing that I loved to draw the most. I used to draw things before, like flowers, or I just practiced still life by drawing things that are laying around the house or something, but to me that wasn't really that interesting after a while. When I started to draw animals, everything changed, and I've now been drawing animals since the start of January 2019, so January last year, and I still absolutely love it. I also love the fact that I experiment with so many mediums as it keeps things fresh. I create art using coloured pencils, graphite pencils, pastels, charcoal and paint. I'd love to experiment more with watercolour paint as well at some point because I love all of the different effects that you can get. You can get some really cool effects with them. I store all of the wooden decorations that I've painted and are for sale in a drawer, and I also keep some in a box as well, as they don't all fit into this drawer. As you can see, it's quite full. When I come up with a new design, I just paint a few of them, and if they sell well, I'll paint a load more. I like to keep each of my most popular designs stocked up so that I've always have some available to sell. I prefer to paint them in advance rather than when someone orders one, just because what if I don't have time to do one at that particular moment? I'd rather just have them all stocked up so that I can just package them up straight away and post them. Obviously, any personalised ones or the pet portrait ones, I can't do those in advance, but the other ones I can. I store all of my paintbrushes and spare paints in one drawer to keep them organised, although most of the time some of them are left on my art table as I'm using them all the time. I try to stay as organised as I can, but when I'm working on multiple projects at once, it can be very difficult to keep everything neat and tidy. That's all for this video really. I'm sorry that this week there isn't any tutorial or a proper art video or anything, but I wanted to at least get something out there for you to watch. Please let me know if you're interested to hear more about my business, and if you like these more random chatty type videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!